Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here with Shughead Gaming, bringing you my review for Arcas Path, developed by Dream Reality Interactive and releasing on various PC VR platforms and PSVR. Of course, this review will be on the PSVR version and reviewed on PS4 Pro. Arcas Path releases this December 4th for an estimated price of $15. Of course, that depends on your region. Tricked by a wicked android witch, you must seek a path home and escape the simulated world of Arca. Fully integrated across all major platforms with intuitive hands-free gameplay, Arcas Path is an atmospheric VR gaming experience. This looks like it's designed for the casual gamer, but let's find out. As always guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more PSVR content from me, please consider subscribing, and for video updates, hit that bell icon. And remember, if you want to see more PSVR news and info, check out Shughead Gaming on Twitter and Facebook. As always, graphics are up first. Arcas Path, with its pastel colors and dreamy sci-fi visuals, is a simple, textured, but very clean VR game. With simple geometric shapes being the primary building blocks of Arcas visuals, the overall art style does have its own unique look and feel. As the world of Arca is a simulated one for which the story takes place in, the world can be seen building up around you as you move around throughout it. While maybe unique in concept, in execution, the final result was a world to me that looked like it was suffering from terrible pop-up, and ultimately wouldn't have been my choice for a design. Outside of gameplay, the story is told through a selection of cartoon vignette stills. Ultimately, these got the job done, but they often left me more confused with their vagueness than they actually educated me about the game's narrative. All in all, Arcas Path is a polished and simple visual title that looks very clean in the headset, but ultimately felt a little bit undercooked. Sound is up next. With its chilled, experimental electro music by electro artist Rafferty, Arcas Path creates a very cool ambient soundscape that combines almost Blade Runner-esque music cues with a more electronic atmospheric approach. When in the actual game itself, I wouldn't say that you're actually hearing any actual songs. Instead, you are greeted by a musical score that is more an assortment of electronic sounds designed to create a sci-fi sound texture to the world. Again, while cool in concept, it left somewhat to be desired when combined with the repetitive and grating sound of the spherical device you must glide through the world's puzzles. Again, overall a unique and cool soundscape that ultimately just doesn't lend itself to very long play sessions. And that brings us to gameplay. So story-wise, I actually have no idea what this game is about, but ultimately for what it is, essentially a casual puzzle game, I don't think it really matters anyway. Gameplay-wise, you are tasked with navigating a spherical ball-type thing through 25 levels of increasingly difficult paths. Starting very simple, you will guide your sphere by way of head tracking down a mainly linear path to the level's endpoint. As the levels progress, these linear paths become more maze-like with multiple paths and dead ends. Eventually, you'll be given an increasing amount of obstacles to deal with, ranging from breakable walls, moving bridges, jumps, switches, embankments, and borderless ledges. The latter of which will require some fancy headwork to avoid falling and starting back at a previous save point. Arca's 25 stages can be beat in about 2 hours if you simply beeline for the finish line of each level. For completionists, however, this could easily be a much longer experience, for much of Arca's perceived complexity is mainly left for those looking to collect all the gems in any given world. Collecting every gem is not a requirement and simply opens up that given level as a time trial event for future playthroughs. Tracking of the headset is well done, and no controllers are required beyond that of the headset and the X button on either a single move controller or a DS4. As a game designed to be free of motion sickness, Arcas Path should be fine for all level of VR gamers. Arcas Path is played seated and with a minimum amount of space required. And that brings us to fun factor in my final review. Arcas Path is a casual puzzle game, best played by casual VR gamers. As a game in which the entire control scheme revolves around moving an object in the direction you're looking, Arcas Path would feel much more at home on a mobile VR headset. As such, this could be a nice chill VR game for some, but I fear many will find it boring and lacking. I did find some of the downhill sections and jump portions fun and at times actually challenging, but unfortunately these moments are few and far between and simply not enough to hold my interest beyond a handful of levels. I hate number scores and instead rate games on a basis of buy, wait for a sale, or burn it to the ground. Guys, this is a polished and simple title very much aimed at the casual VR gamer and for short play sessions. For $15, this could be worth it if you are one who likes a casual jump in and out time waster, but for those looking for more out of your VR gaming, this may be best left alone, or for a deep sale. That's it for me, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more PSVR content from me, please consider subscribing, and for video updates, hit that bell icon. And remember, if you want to see more PSVR news and info, check Shughead Gaming out on Twitter and Facebook.